Are you thinking about joining the military because life is so freaking hard? This video is for people who want to truly understand how to utilize the military as a stepping stone to be able to either succeed out of the military or succeed while you're in the military. It doesn't really matter what you want to do, right? You can apply this method either way. And so I understand it, right? Like life is freaking hard, right? Because I joined the military because it was freaking hard too. I graduated high school and had multiple different businesses thinking I could create multiple streams of income. Nothing worked. Went to community college studying real estate, but I was failing and withdrawing from random classes like science and freaking stuff like that. And 3 years in, still no associate's degree. I worked at Hollister and then Abercrombie and Fitch in a watch repair store for $10.50 an hour, and I was paying out of pocket for school, for my businesses, and all that, and I had barely any money. And I was butting heads with my parents because my parents wanted the best for me and said, "Hey, safety and security is in the corporate life, right? Focus on school." And I was like, "But that doesn't make me happy. I want to be entrepreneurial. I want to be able to do my own thing." But how could I continue saying that, guys? It's been 3 freaking years and I still have nothing to show for it other than just an empty bank account. I joined the military because life was hard, but really because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed with the person that I had created, and I needed to escape somewhere. With the mess that I created, I needed to figure out how I can make sense of my situation. Because I was so sick and tired of the person that I had created. I needed to see a better path where I can create a better version of me. That's why I decided to join the military. And I see you guys in the comment section. Right? Oh, I want to join the military at 21, 23, 25. Is it too late? At 30, 31, 32, 33. You guys are all saying the same thing, right? It's because you guys want to become the best version of yourself. I understand it, right? And there's some of you like, "Oh no, it's for the benefits." It's like you guys don't even really know what the benefits are. It's all the same, whether you stay in the military or stay in the corporate life, whatever you decide to pursue path on. It's really all the same. But here's kind of based on my experience why the military can be beneficial if you are having a hard time in life, right? And so let's break it down. What makes life hard? Why is it hard? It's because there's a level of unpredictability. There's a level of where it's not stable, and there's a lack of safety and security, right? When those factors all meet together, life is freaking hard. On the other end of the spectrum, what happens when life is super easy? There's a level of predictability, there's a level of stability, and a level of safety and security. And sometimes when you're in this zone for a while, it can get boring. When you're in this zone, it can get pretty freaking hard and frustrating and sad, depending on the situation that you're in. And the key to life is trying to find the balance for you in between. And the military, it's not perfect, right? But it kind of brings the best of both sides in the middle. There's a level of predictability. You know exactly what you're going to do almost on a daily basis. Straying maybe 20-30% because, each day is unique. Each day has its unique problems, right? But for the most part, you know what you're going to be doing. There's a level of stability. You know that you're going to be employed by the government for the next 3 years, right? The next 4 years, 5 years, whatever, how many years that you are contracted for. And you know how much you're going to get paid every single month on the 1st and the 15th. You're limited, right? It's not perfect, you're limited. And it's not going to be like a great wage. Right? You could make more outside the military, but considering all the other things that it provides, they pay you just enough, right? Because you have to understand from a military perspective, the military is not there to design, it's not designed to be able to help you become the best you possible. You understand? The military is designed to help create what's called a service member, a uniformed service member. And within this identity that they created called a uniformed service member, right, you have to fit into that. And they want to keep you for as long as possible because they're investing a lot into you, right? So they want to keep you in this ecosystem. And then there's a level of safety and security, right? There's a safety and security in this lifestyle that you can live. And so when you come from a place where it's a lack of predictability, stability, safety, and security, and you have a level of structure, and it starts to get boring, right? Like it's like, oh, for the most part, I know exactly what's going to happen in the day. Sure, some stuff may happen here and there, but this gives me the time to just breathe. It gives me the opportunity where I don't have to worry about surviving and living paycheck to paycheck and thinking about I have to pay rent, food on the table, and all this type of stuff. It's all taken care of. I don't have to think about that. I can think about the next thing that I want to do. You understand? Do you see how within this unpredictable hard life, it creates a level of support for you to be able to build, potentially, if you want to, the next thing that you want to do. Some people love this ecosystem and stay in it, and that's perfectly fine. Right? Some people say, hey, this ecosystem, I love it. Let me really, really go all in into it. Get a master's degree, become an officer, become high-level ranking people in the military. That's fine, right? But sometimes for the sake of our conversation, there are those of you who want to use this as a stepping stone for your success outside of the military, whether it's in the corporate life, whether it's in a business, whether it's whatever you want to do for yourself and your family. And so what the military provides you is time and space to be able to figure it out, whatever it is that you want to do. What I would recommend, because I've made 6 figures in real estate, in the stock market, multiple 6 figures in business, and created a 7-figure business, because it gave me the time and space to do so. What I would recommend is use this time to create the best version of yourself. Because you want to be able to maximize on every single character trait that you can possibly maximize on, right? So for example, you want to be the most disciplined person, and it's so hard for me to kind of explain to you how to develop discipline and what discipline really is, because the military doesn't really teach you discipline. How to develop high levels of discipline, develop high levels of ambition, develop high levels of humility, develop high levels of emotional intelligence, and develop high levels of gratitude, right? Because when you have like those factors, does it really matter what you decide to pursue? If you have high discipline, emotional intelligence, and humility, and you pursued real estate, can you succeed? If you decided to pursue stock market investing, can you succeed? If you decided to pursue freaking starting an online business, can you succeed if you have high levels of those character traits? The mistake that I see so many people make is they have low character traits, but they want to pursue a money-making activity. And because they're not disciplined, they're not humble, they're not emotionally intelligent, they will not be able to handle the difficulties of growing a business or amassing wealth. Because as the saying goes, more money, more problems. I can tell you from having a $2.5 million business, it's freaking true. You think it's easy? No, it gets harder. And so, if you're thinking about joining the military because life is hard, it's gonna be hard regardless, right? Whether you stay in the military or out of the military, it's gonna be hard regardless. But what the military provides is the opportunity for you to breathe, recollect yourself, establish a base for you to build upon. So hope that helped you guys. Love you guys. Peace.